Welcome to your daily focus, March the 9th, 2022. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of your positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. I truly love each and every one of you. Thank you for being a part of my path. I send all that back to you. Absolutely. We have the 9 energy today. The 9 is about understanding what clutter is in our path and how we need to address that, how we need to get through that path. The 9 is all about releasing and letting go. The 9 is all about preparing the endings. Now we are in new moon energy, so why are we doing this? Because we are at a standstill at some point in our path of not being able to do that path forward. With that skipping your step, with that sense of passion. So what is preventing you from doing that? What needs to go? What needs to be addressed? And maybe it's just addressing it and knowing that when the time comes, that is going, and you work on different areas. You work around that until we get that full moon energy to really allow us and embrace that energy to help us move past. Leave behind, break a habit, change a behavior. If we do the numerology of the day, it is an 18. So the 18 is the inner you. It's allowing yourself to realize that it's that passion. It's that passion. It's that freedom. It's that liberation. And it's about connecting with that within you. It's your heart center. It's your emotion. And it's not just, peaceful and harmony. I mean, there's this wild part of you, this courage and this passion and this desire. And somehow you are stifling it in some way. And so under the 18 energy, we look at where we are stifling our voice, not allowing the joy to appear in reality. And we push it down. Maybe we don't feel we're deserving. Maybe we're thinking if we have something really good happen to us, then something bad has to happen to us. That's not how it really works, okay? And it's okay to want good things for yourself. It's okay to want peace of mind and harmony and joy and laughter. So maybe you've put up walls, not allowing you to really experience it, really not letting out your heart center, your inner child perhaps. We have the sun in Pisces, moon is in Gemini, so that's your inner child. That is our desire to connect. That is our desire to communicate. So where are we stifling our voice? Where are we not allowing ourselves to connect? Where are we not taking that step? Because this is a day when the energy tells us that we need that in our life. And so we need to step into those experiences. So yes, going back to the 9 energy, what is tripping us up? What is holding us back? What is the fear? What is the anxiety? What is the worry? What is the concern? And understanding it. You may not be dealing with it per se today, but you are recognizing it and putting it on the list. So that when that full moon energy comes around, you're going to tackle that. You're going to make sure it is not there when we have that Aries moon, that Aries new moon. I should get the date for it, shouldn't I? We could circle it on our calendars. Today we have Mercury actually leaving Aquarius, going into Pisces. That'll happen in the evening. So as we walk forward, we realize that life doesn't need to be so logical. We make our decisions a lot more. We lean towards our intuition. So it's a beautiful 18 energy is our intuition. So it's about connecting with that, learning to connect with it again, because for the next several weeks, we are going to be experiencing that thought process. We're more attuned to the world of emotion going forward. Making decisions intuitively. Absolutely. We don't want to label something. We don't want to define things. We're more imaginative with our communications, with our voice, with what we want to take in for information and entertainment. Nothing can be in black and white terms under this energy. It just doesn't work. So if you're trying to be logical, you're going to get really frustrated really fast. Okay, so let's see what the cards bring for us today. Okay. Our bottom card is, look at this, the Knight of Pentacles. It's having a faith, having a belief. There's no reins on that horse. You are sitting there. You are holding your abundance. You are just knowing that that horse is leading you to more abundance. You're okay with what you have. You don't have weapons. You don't have armor on, for goodness sakes. You just know that you're going to step into the good things. You're expecting it. You have a faith that God, your angels, your spirit guides are all working in harmony to move you forward. So it's about having a belief of, I don't know, that inner voice, that intuition of what you need to do, where you need to go, who you want to become, those dreams, those desires. We're running out of days to really tap into that dream, fantasy kind of energy. Don't worry, we'll be moving very quickly into the trailblazing pioneer. So we need to dream right now. We need to grow that dream, that desire. We need to expect it coming into our lives. Okay, first card out of the shoe here. Oh, look at this, the Nine of Swords. And yet we worry. We worry about all the little things that might happen along the way. We worry about the bad things. We worry about our actions of the day, our words of the day, what we said, what we didn't say, what we did, what we didn't do. We worry about things that we've done in the past, where we failed. You can't fail unless you quit trying, by the way. So this energy is around us, and it could really pull us down that rabbit hole. So we really have to turn inwardly. With the 18 energy, we turn it inwardly. We remind ourselves of just how beautiful we are, how deserving we are, how talented we are. For goodness sakes, every one of us, each and every one of us, for goodness sakes, has a beautiful talent and ability and a path that will just make those things shine. But we worry. We worry if we're going to be okay. We worry if we're putting ourselves, especially if you're doing any kind of, stepping into a relationship, stepping out of a relationship, going for a new job, moving to a new environment, going for that promotion, retiring. So let go of those worries, let go of those concerns, go with the flow, see what happens. And I think as Mercury moves into Pisces, we'll have a little bit more of that breathe easy, but our imagination can also go to the dark. And actually, we've been trained since birth to actually make it go that way. We don't think of fairy tales and beautiful fairy tales, magic. We grow up and we get very logical. So this could be the last of the logic, but try and catch yourself. Yell stop in your mind. Change your thought pattern. You can do that very easily. Imagine a monkey water skiing, eating a banana, wearing a pink bandana. Now what happens there is you're going down that rabbit hole and you say, okay, I'm going to imagine that monkey water skiing, eating a banana with a pink bandana on. And your mind will have to create that picture. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. Your mind will have to. And for that split second, you're going to get that image. And it's going to change you into more of a, because come on, that's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. And for that split second, you can completely stop that story you were going down, that rabbit hole you were going down, and take it in another direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get the book. I got it on audio tape. It's very short, but it really drives home that couple of seconds you have to actually make the movement, say the words, or not do it. And many times we're trained from birth not to do it, to keep ourselves safe, to not step out of the over the line at all. So we worry when we think we're going to even just quit a habit or a behavior. We worry about how it's going to affect everything. Don't worry. Go with the flow. 2 of Swords. We have decisions to make, and guess what? They're going to be intuitive. The answers already lay within. You probably already know the answer. You just don't want to admit it yet. So walk yourself through it. Have conversations with yourself. We're blindfolded here. Nothing on the outside is really going to help us. We could ask people for their opinions. We could research different scenarios. But at the end of the day, we have to look within to make the right decision. We're wearing red. Now that's passion, but it's also a courage. Because chances are, especially if you're procrastinating on the decision, chances are it's going to take courage to actually step into that decision. Look who shows up again. The last card, happily ever after. These are the steps towards the happily ever after. This is the time to create it in your mind. This is the time to understand what may be tripping you up. This is the time to actually take the step if you're ready and you're prepared. And you're willing to take a risk on yourself. And know that you are protected by God, your angels, your spirit guides. That they're paving the way for your happiness, your joy. They don't want you to be sad. Come on. What kind of God would that be? I'm going to send you down there. I'm going to make you miserable for the rest of your life. But we do get lessons. And we survive those lessons. And we have beautiful, happy moments. And if every moment was happy, we would never know that we were really, truly happy, would we? Because we didn't walk through the sorrows. We didn't walk through the challenges. We didn't walk through life's learning lessons. This is about our happily ever after. What does it look like for you? And tap in. This is a very emotional based energy time for us. Energy based time for us. I need my t-shirt, right? I don't edit. Okay, let's get a mantra. Now we have some incredibly beautiful energy to work with, so use it well, use it wisely. Letting go, learn to let go. So that could be letting go of control, letting go of situations, letting go of what you're used to. Letting go of a habit, letting go of a behavior. Letting go of a perception, perhaps. Sometimes we thought we were right, so we went around and told everybody we were right. Then we found out we were wrong, and we're still going to tell them we're right because I'm not telling them I was wrong. Just let it go. Yeah, I was wrong. I messed up. Sorry. Human. Proved it again. Life is constantly changing. Nothing ever stays the same. People come and then they go. Some exit quietly without you realizing it, and some go with a loud bang. In the constant flow and changes of life, we can get stuck with unhealthy habits, unhappy relationships, unrewarding jobs, unrealized dreams, and the like. My goodness. Seriously. Don't you love how it all comes together? You may have created an unhealthy attachment or bond to something or someone that no longer serves you in a positive way. So, you have the courage to acknowledge the situation and know that change needs to happen. It also brings with it newfound freedom and spiritual growth. So the mantra is, I'm ready to free myself from situations that no longer serve me. I'm ready to free myself from situations that no longer serve me. That's your mantra today. Write it on a sticky note. Put it somewhere. On the fridge, on the mirror, on the computer screen, on your rear view mirror of your car. On your forehead, so every time you look in the mirror, but write it backwards then so you can read it easily. Okay, let's see what wise animal comes out to share its wisdom with us today. It is, look at this, under the radar with the possum again. Now remember, just because you see what you want to do doesn't mean that you need to talk about it. And with Mercury going into Pisces, we will be very imaginative with our communication. So we will grow the stories. And, you know, there's people out there that just, they listen to you and they act like they're your friend. And then they turn around and they go, you won't believe what they said to me today. So don't allow your words to, or your dream to be impacted in any negative way. Right now we're growing it from the inside out. Okay, so possum. Under the radar. Warrior, practical, assess. When the oak is felled, the whole forest echoes with its fall, but 100 acorns are sown in silence by an unnoticed breeze. The possum is a master actor, knowing which role to play at the proper time. Possums have practical and intelligent energies that help them assess the situation as to which part they should be playing. If they feel threatened, they play dead, so they don't go in attack mode. They play dead. They hope that the person or the thing will move on. The animal or the person will move on. Think they're just dead and keep going. And they do that. I had a big black lab, Valentine, and Valentine was just he was a wild animal at times, especially when I took him out in the backyard. And he came across a possum one night. I flashed the flashlight and I'm looking at this possum playing dead, and I'm like, okay, let's go. It's Dad. Come on, let's go, because they have really, really sharp teeth, but they won't use attack, even though they have those sharp teeth. That would definitely make us run in the other direction. They don't necessarily use those sharp teeth. So just because we have the right answer or the right stance doesn't mean we need to impose it right now. It's time for you to go under the radar until the situation feels safe once more. Be careful how you use your words at this time. It could injure relationships and even cause more ripples. Instead, take some time to allow any arguments or miscommunications to quiet, and don't bring them up. You don't always have to be right, and sometimes stepping away from the situation helps to heal it more quickly and effectively. You may notice that work situations may feel difficult and transitions are happening. Don't start fretting that your job is in danger. Instead, let things play out around you. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.